In order to have a good game, you must have a good serve. And there are limits, but you should maximize your serve. And one of the keys is using your whole body to serve. And when I say use your whole body to hit the serve, we mean to use your whole body to hit the serve. Watch the motion, watch the toss. Always the same. And then we'll break it down. I do what's called a pinpoint serve. I bring my feet together before I jump into the ball. Key point, hands up at the same time. This is my low phase. As the ball leaves my hand, the racket's set. Notice I'm trying to turn my back and face my back to my opponent. That way I have a straight torso and I have my body weight centered on my left foot and my body straight as possible. If your body's not straight, it's very difficult to rotate. So you have to think of it like a top. You have to rotate the top of your body with your hips and your shoulders and then bring your hand through at the last second. The other key is you have to toss in front. That way when you jump forward, keep your hips and shoulders in line in the low phase, tossing it in front. That way you can lean into the court and jump forward with your weight transfer. There are 3 ways to hit the serve really hard. And one of the keys is have your shoulders and hips in line together with your knees bent. There are 3 ways to serve harder. Bring your weight forward, select the racket, and jump into the court. By jumping into the court, you transfer your weight into the court, and the more weight you have behind the ball, the harder your serve is. Make sure you push off with both feet now when you load. That's what we set, and I like to have the pinpoint stand. Although my weight's on my front foot, it's the momentum of moving the weight back to my back foot and then bring it back to the front foot. I bring all the weight onto my front foot and I'm leaning into the court like I'm falling into the court. One of the biggest keys is to transfer as much weight as possible into the court. See the weight goes to the back foot, then it comes forward right there. I start to unload, and the key to the unload phase, you have to uncoil your hips first. I think of it as uncoiling from the feet up to my knees, up to my hips, up to my torso. Push off with your legs straight, but see how I'm still kind of bent and I'm leaning back. I'm gonna snap forward through the shot with the rest of my body. Push off with both legs. If you only push off one leg, what's going to end up happening is you end up catching a cramp in that one leg. Heels are off the ground. Your hips will unwind also. So I try to uncoil my feet, my knees, and then my hips, and then let my torso follow. I keep the heels off the ground because I'm just trying to keep it as loose as possible. And then I'm going to push off with both legs, strengthening my legs straight out and jumping into the court. I keep the left hand up as long as possible to keep the shoulder up, the left shoulder up. If your arm drops too quickly, your left shoulder will drop really quickly. You want to keep the left shoulder up as long as possible. That way there's a pinwheel effect as you bring the right hand over the left shoulder. So you're pinwheeling the ball into the court. Right there. I'm going to tuck the left arm into my chest to get out of the way. And then my right arm can come across my body over my left part of my arm, my left part of my body. I'm going to tuck the left arm. I'm going to try to lag the shoulder as long as possible. At this stage, the hips have uncoiled, the shoulders have uncoiled, and the arm is lagging behind. There's uncoil, butt cap to the ball as long as possible, because then when I accelerate the racket head, bring the racket head onto the ball, it's square. And then there's a rapid acceleration, there's a big snap. I'm going to use the wrist to bring the racket right through the shot. So uncoil my feet, my knees, my hip, my torso, my shoulder up to my elbow to my hand. I'm going straight back, and my hand is I'm stretched out as long as possible, reaching up to the ball, maximizing my height. The limiting factor on a flat serve as you hit down the ball is your height. So you want to try to get up as much high as possible, keep your body straight as possible. Notice I'm leaning into the court. See, my left arm is tucked under my chest. I'm leaning forward slightly, but my legs are straight, my back is straight, and I've rotated like a top. So imagine that my torso is at top and it's just rotating around my hips. So you push off, keep everything as straight as possible, and that way you're maximizing your height. If you lean, it's hard to rotate your shot. Because if I'm leaning over, I can't turn my torso. Keep watching the arm. You can land on your left or right, but for me it's easier to land on my left. So I land on my left foot. Some people like to land on the right foot, but for me, when you land on your right foot, it's a rapid acceleration of the hips, and it's awkward for me. So I land on my left and I push off into the court. To complete serve, you're gonna load and come forward. Remember, 3 ways to serve harder is to accelerate the hand, move your body weight into the court, and jump as high as possible.